The year was 1947, or maybe it was 1948. A mysterious distress call echoes across the Strait of Malacca, a vital shipping route between Sumatra and Malaysia. The message, sent in Morse code, was chilling. All officers, including the captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge, possibly whole crew dead. Shortly after that final cryptic message, the airwaves fell silent. A nearby American ship, the Silver Star, responded to the distress call. They would soon come face to face with one of the most unsettling mysteries in maritime history. As the Silver Star's crew approached the Ourang Medan, the ship appeared eerily still. There was no movement on deck, no signs of life. But as they boarded, what they found defied explanation. What could have caused such horror on the open sea? Poison? Panic? Or something far more sinister? Today we dive into the mystery of the Ourang Medan. Was it a tragic accident, or something beyond our understanding? The Silver Star's crew cautiously explored the ghostly vessel. There was no sign of struggle. The lifeboats remained in place, and everything seemed untouched, except for one thing. Every single person on board was dead. Each crew member lay where they had fallen, their eyes wide open, their faces twisted in horror. Whatever had killed them, they had seen it coming. There were no wounds, no signs of violence, no apparent cause of death. The entire ship was an eerie, silent tomb, with not a single person left alive to explain what had happened. The ship itself offered no answers. There was no damage, no fire, no signs of flooding. Everything was as it should be, except for the dead crew. Just as the Silver Star's crew was preparing to tow the ship back to port, a violent explosion ripped through the Ourang Medan. Flames consumed the vessel, and within minutes, it sank beneath the waves, leaving no trace behind. The Ourang Medan was gone, along with any chance of discovering what had happened to its ill-fated crew. Over the years, many have tried to solve the mystery of the Ourang Medan, but every explanation seems to raise more questions. Was it a natural disaster, a deadly accident, or something that certain people wanted to keep hidden? As we delve deeper into the enigma of the Ourang Medan, the mystery only intensifies. Over the years, researchers, historians, and enthusiasts have proposed various theories, each attempting to shed light on the fate of the ship and its crew. Let's examine these theories in greater detail. One of the most widely accepted theories suggests that the Ourang Medan was carrying hazardous materials, possibly illegal cargo. But why? In the years following World War II, Southeast Asia was a region rife with tension. Countries were recovering from the devastation of the war, and black market trades, including the transportation of dangerous chemicals, were not unheard of. Was the Ourang Medan part of one such covert operation? Among the theories, potassium cyanide and nitrocellulose have been suggested as part of the cargo. Both are highly unstable substances. Potassium cyanide, in particular, is lethal. Exposure to just a small amount of hydrogen cyanide gas can result in rapid death, as it blocks the body's ability to use oxygen, causing asphyxiation within minutes. Imagine the terror the crew might have felt as invisible death swept through the ship. These substances are also highly reactive under heat, and the tropical climate of the Strait of Malacca would have increased the danger. Temperatures on board could have triggered chemical reactions, causing a rapid buildup of gas. The final piece of this puzzle could have been the ship's ventilation system, which would have spread the gas throughout the vessel, leaving the crew little time to react. The explosion that followed might have been the final result of these volatile chemicals reacting to the heat or a small spark. In fact, many ships carrying hazardous cargoes have met similar fates, their secrets lost in the resulting inferno. Another theory points to something more mundane, but equally deadly: carbon monoxide poisoning. Ships in the 1940s and 50s, especially older ones, were often plagued by poor maintenance. Faulty engines and boilers were not uncommon, and the Ourang Medan may have been no exception. A malfunction in the ship's boiler system could have released large amounts of carbon monoxide, an odorless, colorless gas that is nearly impossible to detect. Carbon monoxide binds to hemoglobin in the blood far more effectively than oxygen, slowly suffocating its victims from the inside. At first, the symptoms are subtle: dizziness, headaches, confusion. But as the gas continues to accumulate, crew members would have begun to feel weak, disoriented, and unable to escape. The panic that set in must have been overwhelming. Imagine the terror of realizing something was wrong, but not knowing what. This wouldn't be the first time a ship has suffered due to carbon monoxide poisoning. In fact, similar incidents have occurred in maritime history, where faulty equipment silently claimed lives. The Ourang Medan, it seems, might have been just another victim of this silent killer. A more natural explanation involves gas emissions from the ocean floor. The Strait of Malacca, where the Ourang Medan met its end, is known for pockets of methane and phosphine gas trapped beneath the seabed. Occasionally, seismic activity or underwater landslides can release these gases, sending them bubbling to the surface. Methane, while not toxic, can displace oxygen in the air, leading to asphyxiation in confined spaces. Phosphine, on the other hand, is highly toxic and can ignite spontaneously upon contact with air. If a sudden gas release occurred beneath the Ourang Medan, it could have enveloped the ship, poisoning the crew and triggering an explosion. In fact, similar events have been recorded in the past. One notable event occurred in 1986 at Lake Nyos in Cameroon, where a sudden release of carbon dioxide from the lake's depths created a deadly gas cloud that swept over nearby villages, killing over 1,700 people and thousands of animals. The phenomenon, known as a limnic eruption, demonstrated how gases trapped underwater could be released suddenly, with devastating effects. Southeast Asia has long been a hotspot for piracy, and the waters of the Strait of Malacca were no exception in the 1940s. Some believe that the Ourang Medan might have been the target of pirates. However, this theory presents several contradictions. Pirates typically aim to steal valuable cargo, yet reports from the Ourang Medan suggest nothing was missing. Could this have been a different kind of attack, one designed to eliminate the crew without leaving visible evidence? There's some speculation that pirates could have used chemical agents to silently kill the crew, a method rarely, if ever, documented in maritime history. It would explain the lack of physical struggle, but the logistics of this approach make it unlikely. Using chemical weapons in the confined spaces of a ship is risky. It could backfire and affect the attackers as well. While the pirate theory raises questions, it struggles to account for the complete lack of evidence or motivation for such a coordinated, high-risk attack. Still, given the region's history of piracy, it cannot be entirely ruled out. Then there's the theory that takes us into the realm of the supernatural. Ghost ships have long been part of maritime lore. Sailors, spending weeks or months isolated at sea, are prone to superstition. The Ourang Medan might have become one such ghost ship, cursed or doomed by something beyond human understanding. From the Flying Dutchman to the Mary Celeste, the notion of vessels cursed to roam the oceans, manned by the dead, is a powerful image. Could the crew have encountered something paranormal? Unexplained noises, strange lights, or the belief that they were being followed by an unseen force might have caused mass hysteria. Fear and panic could have driven them to their deaths, their faces frozen in terror. While these theories don't hold up to scientific scrutiny, the idea of a cursed or haunted ship still captivates the imagination, allowing the story of the Ourang Medan to live on as one of the great mysteries of the sea. Finally, we enter the most speculative and controversial theory: extraterrestrial involvement. The late 1940s were a time when UFO sightings and alien theories were gaining traction across the world, particularly after the Roswell incident in 1947. Some believe the Ourang Medan might have encountered a UFO or some form of extraterrestrial life. The sudden, unexplained deaths, with no signs of physical harm, have led some to suggest that the crew might have witnessed something truly otherworldly. Electrical malfunctions, time distortions, and strange lights are often reported in alleged UFO encounters. Could the Ourang Medan's crew have experienced something similar? Proponents of this theory point to the lack of evidence as a sign that whatever happened on board was far beyond human comprehension. While there's no direct evidence to support this theory, it remains a popular explanation for those who believe that the mysteries of the sea are not just earthly in nature. As intriguing as these theories are, a critical examination raises fundamental questions. Did the Ourang Medan even exist? Extensive searches through Dutch and British shipping logs from the era reveal no mention of a ship named the Ourang Medan. In an industry where records are meticulously kept, this absence is significant. Some argue that the ship might have been operating under a different name or flag, possibly due to illicit activities, which could explain the lack of records. But this remains speculative. The inconsistencies don't end there. Accounts vary on when the incident occurred, ranging from 1940 to 1948. Such discrepancies make it challenging to pinpoint the event or corroborate details. Even the identity of the rescuing ship varies, with some reports naming the Silver Star, while others mention different vessels altogether. Some researchers suggest the Ourang Medan story may have originated as a maritime myth or a cautionary tale, possibly intended to warn against the dangers of illegal shipping practices or to entertain readers with a thrilling yarn. Over time, the tale could have evolved, with each retelling adding new layers of mystery, eventually blurring the lines between fact and fiction. A critical aspect of any investigation is source credibility. The primary sources for the Ourang Medan story are second-hand accounts, anecdotal reports, and articles lacking verifiable citations. Without concrete evidence or first-hand accounts, the story remains unsubstantiated, a maritime legend rather than a documented event. The mystery of the Ourang Medan endures, not just as a puzzle to be solved, but as a reflection of our fascination with the unknown. What do you think happened to the Ourang Medan? Was it a tragic accident, a fabricated legend, or something beyond our understanding? Share your theories and thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the unknown, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Frontier Files for more explorations of the world's greatest mysteries. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next episode.